Good morning, guys. Welcome to the group session. I hope you both are doing fit and fine, especially considering the pandemic. So I think it's better now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we are recovering now.
Great.
Almost. Yes,
Yeah, finally, life has become a bit normal, right?
yes.
Okay. So, guys, today, is there anything which you want to do, or should I move ahead?
Nothing, Kirti, because I felt like last 1 week we had a gap, so
Yes.
I don't have any idea. So you come up with anything.
Okay. Harsh, anything you want to say?
I cannot think of anything right now, so you can give us anything.
Okay, great. Now, speaking of which, why I asked you guys, it's not that if you would have said I would have gone with it, but to know what you want to say. This is the first step of what we are going to do today. What I just asked you was the first step towards what we are going to do today. So, today we are going to talk about how to survive small talks or short talks. And we are also going to talk about how to break the ice, as in not literally breaking the ice, but in metaphor speaking. So, how to initiate a conversation or how to speak something which can indulge a lot of people along with you. So, I this is there is nothing to teach here as such. I will just give you some you can say some advices which will be helpful for you to talk to survive small talks and also to break the ice to start a conversation. Okay, so first thing, now why I asked you what you want to do. In general, I ask you guys sometimes, is there anything you want to do? But when somebody asks you what you want to do, now there are two things. Either you have something of your own to tell that, okay, I want to do this. Okay. Another thing, you don't have something of your own and you cannot even think of, as Arul said, you cannot think of because 1 week has been a gap. So you do not know what we can do in this scenario. Simply stating that I do not know, it's been 1 week, so you go on. It's a good thing that you said. Nothing wrong in here. But imagine I would have not been the facilitator, then how would you have spoken in general? In general, how you can say, there could be a lot of topics to cover, Kirti. At the moment, I think it's better that you start something and maybe I will come up with my topic that what I want to do along with her. So I can come up with that. This is how you create a conversation. This is how you can survive small talks because my topic was small, right? Just that.
Yes.
You can either answer it in yes or no, but sometimes only yes and no is not important. I have taken with you guys a session wherein I said you just have to speak about the topic, not here, not there. You just have to answer specifically. Don't beat around the bush. That is one form. Now, another form is you cannot just answer in yes, okay, no, not like that. When you are given a small topic to conversate, it's a close ended discussion. Close ended means you do not have anything further to say. When someone brings a topic like that, wherein it's a close ended topic, how you can break it and create it as an open ended discussion is what you need to learn. Now, coming to the topic small talk survival. So, I want you guys to speak of something. First, you need to create a role play wherein you both have just met and you guys know each other already. How you would initiate a conversation and let it be a small conversation, not something big. Maybe you guys have just met for 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
How would you say, and in 5 minutes, what you think you can say that should also not end up leaving to carry on it in another week. It should end the topic, whatever you discuss in 5 minutes, should end in 5 minutes. It should open, it should explain, and it should end. Okay, it should be a full process, should end in 5 minutes. How would you do that? I want, and I'm not going to give any topic to talk about because this is up to you what you can talk.
It depends the situation. So if I meet a person in any office, I
Right.
will initiate a talk with
Correct.
regards to that office. So if I am
Correct.
meeting a person in train, so I'll initiate a talk with related to
Correct.
that travel journey. Yeah.
Correct. That is exactly how you would
Yeah.
break the ice first thing. Because if I'm meeting you here, I would talk to you about maybe English, maybe language, maybe something. But that also depends. Now since we have been talking a lot about all this, I wouldn't talk about this now because I've
Okay.
already talked. Then what would you
Okay.
talk? Imagine you're meeting one person daily on the same road, maybe
Okay.
on the same restaurant. Then what would you talk? Because you've already talked about the restaurant.
Yes.
Then what would you talk? You're speaking to Harsh here daily.
Yes.
I mean, at least alternatively or whenever we take group sessions, and you've already spoken about Zestling, you've spoken about how you're liking the session, but what else you can speak? That's what you
There are-
should know.
Yes. Okay.
Great. Okay, Harsh,
Yes.
understood.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, and then I will tell you what is the benefit, why I have taken up this topic to talk about. Okay. Okay, start. I would want Arul, you start.
Yes. So I'm meeting Harsh now.
Yes,
yeah, sure.
just like
Yes.
this is
Yes.
a group.
Okay.
This is a group session. You've just met him
Okay.
like usual.
Okay. Hi Harsh.
Yes, Arul, hi, how are you? How have you been?
Yeah, I'm doing great, Harsh. Thank you. So how are you doing, Harsh?
I'm also doing good. It's been pretty much fun for me this week, so I am doing good.
We have been
Yeah.
meeting here, Harsh, for a long time. So almost I knew you for almost 1.5 years. So so I'm planning to travel Maldives after 3 months. Since I knew you, can you join with me? Do you have interest in travel? I just
I do
wanted
have
to.
interest in travel, and I'm so much eager to join you to travel to Maldives. But I have
Okay.
some. I don't know if they require passport in Maldives. So I
Okay.
have something related to passport. So can you help me with that?
No, passport, I think it doesn't matter. So Maldives, it is within India. I think a passport, it doesn't matter. Why I asked you, because I knew you for almost 1.5 years.
Yeah.
So we have been roaming in and around Chennai, and we gone to several restaurants, pubs. And now I just thought of planning something different location. So why don't we
Yeah,
try Maldives? Yeah.
that's really nice of you to plan because I've been wanting to have someone go to different places because I'm so tired of traveling alone with office
Okay.
meetings and with my colleagues and with my boss. It's been so much hectic, and I don't really like traveling with my boss. So finally, someone different with whom I can travel. That's really nice. That's the nice offer. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm looking
Uh,
forward.
that's really great, Harsh. So for which I'll get a quotation from travel agency. So definitely we can plan in the month of Jan or February. So is that convenient to you, Jan or Feb? Can you plan for some 5 to 6 days holiday leave?
Yeah, I can take leave from the office, so it's okay. How much days are you planning to travel there? How much days do you want to travel?
I'm planning some 1 week, Harsh. So
Oh,
when we combine with weekends, so you need to plan for some 5 days leave. So
okay.
you check in your office. You let me know tomorrow. So so the days, it depends on the leave. So if you get some 3 to 4 days or leave, if we don't get that 5 days, so in that case we'll plan accordingly.
Yeah, my weekends. I have 2 days off in a week. So I can take leave for 5 days. So it will work on my end. We can travel for a week, and yes, you are right. We can consult a good travel agency, and we can travel there in a very sufficient price at a sufficient cost.
Okay.
So that's really
Cost
that's
wise, yeah, cost wise, I think it comes around for each person from 50 to 60,000. Is that okay with you?
uh, 50,000 per head.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, 50,000 per head. I think it's okay. I can manage that amount of money, and I can save since you told me beforehand. I can manage. I can save up that money. It's okay. It will work.
Cost
Uh,
wise, it doesn't matter. So somewhere if you don't have also, maybe no, I'll share. So later, no, I'll get it from you. So it doesn't matter. No
no,
issues.
no, yeah, that's really
First thing, I'm happy that you agreed for this plan. So
yeah,
okay, definitely. I feel like we'll have a good trip in Jan or Feb. So thanks,
yeah.
bro. So I'll
And
check with the travel agency today. I'll let you know about plan.
yeah, that's so. I want to ask you one thing. Do you
Yeah,
have any places in mind? Do you have any specific destinations in mind where we can travel in Maldives?
Maldives. Because I am also not sure about that. So I need to check with this travel agency. Few things I come across in YouTube. So I somewhere I made a note. Maybe with that specific location, I'll try to get that itinerary with from this travel agency.
Okay, that's nice.
Great.
Yeah.
So yes,
Good. Sorry, I'm not giving you time to close this, but
okay,
initially I want to say first thing, Arul, very good usage of word itinerary.
yes,
I was actually
What?
waiting. I was actually waiting for you to use that word.
itinerary.
Sorry, Harsh, what did you say?
I'm asking the meaning of this word because I'm hearing this
Itinerary.
for the first time.
Itinerary is a word which tells you to plan what you want to carry on with your trip. So itinerary is
Okay.
nothing but a proper schedule. You remember in school time we used to make a schedule. Okay, 8 a.m. waking up, 10 a.m. studying, 9 a.m. breakfast, 10 a.m. studying English, then Hindi, then maths, then whatsoever, then 15
Yeah.
minutes break, 15 minutes watching TV. So this is nothing but a plan of how you will be carrying on with your trip. What day, where will you go? What destination will you go? So it's a schedule. First day we're going to this place. Then from this place, this time to this time we'll be there enjoying whatever the place is. And this time we'll have lunch. So it's day-wise plan, a full plan, schedule, full schedule of the trip is called itinerary. So it's a very good word, and whenever we talk about any trip, this word is a must to use. That's how you will be differentiated between a normal speaker and a good speaker in English. Okay.
This word I learned from our
Now,
session only.
yes, I think I actually thought that yes, I have taught this word, and
Yes.
I'm really happy that you used this word finally. Good, Adil. Yeah, the sessions we take, if you implement it, it will be really helpful because I also spend a lot of time to think
Yes.
that what to teach, and when I teach, when I take sessions, and if you guys implement it and it is helpful to you, I will be really proud and happy. So good. And nevertheless, it's definitely making you a good speaker also. Now,
Certainly.
coming back to our topic of small talk survival, I will tell you a few things later on. First, I'll be coming to the issues and what was good. So, the how you guys started with the topic is good. Straight away jumping onto the topic is awesome. Why? Because you're not wasting much of time. That what else to talk. So after greeting each other or just talking about few seconds and then switching on to okay, I want to talk because I was planning to go somewhere was a nice thing from Arul. So Arul, good instant switching on to the topic is a good thing sometimes because you have limited period of time. You cannot waste it on how are your kids, how are your family, how is grandparents and things like that, or anything. If you want to talk about the topic and you have limited time, good to switch on to the topic after greeting each other. That's how you should do normally as well in your day-to-day life. You call someone, you have 5 minutes to talk, you know you're running out of time. Just switch on to the topic after greeting each other and normally taking to the topic how you want to talk to that person. Good thing. Now, when you said to Harsh that Harsh, I knew you for 1.5 year. I knew you means you knew him. When you talk to someone, you already know. So I have been knowing you because you're still
Okay.
knowing the person. I've been knowing you from these many years or for some time, for 10 months, for 1 year, whatsoever, but I've been knowing you. I knew you means you do not know that person anymore. That person is not with you anymore. I knew this person, which means I've lost contact.
Yes.
That's when you have to use I knew. I knew that teacher, which means I knew if I will see, I will know. But right now, I'm not in contact with that teacher. I knew this teacher. I knew this person, which means right now I'm not in contact, but I knew. Yeah, I know this person, which means I already know it. I have been knowing means I'm in constant contact with this person. I've been knowing you from these many years for this much time because I'm in contact with you right now and I'm still in the process of knowing you. I have been knowing my mother. I cannot use that because I already know her now. I know my mother. I have been knowing my mother. I cannot use because it's been many years. I have known her. I know my mother. Simple. I knew my mother. No, I cannot use that because I am still living with her. If I move to some other place and I do not contact my mother for a long time, then I knew my mother. But we cannot use that when it comes to our relationships. Friends or boyfriends or girlfriends, you can use that. Oh, I knew this person, which means I do not know anymore. Okay, first, good thing. So you have understood the difference when you should
Yes.
use knew, know, or have been knowing, right?
Okay.
Then another thing which Harsh you said was how much days. Arul, apart from that, there was no issue in the talks. There were no errors. It was smooth. You took a bit of time instead of using the fillers. A very good initiative on that. Using no fillers means you've already reached a state wherein you are a good speaker. Harsh, you said how much days? You think it was correct?
How many days should have been the correct statement?
Good. Because you cannot weigh days, right? You can count days. So that's where you need to pay attention that what you are speaking. Because to be true, we all are adults, we are either studying, working. Some of us are even studying and working. Same. So we now know that what is correct and what is wrong. But how to inculcate it, what is correct and what is wrong, is when we speak. When we speak, we tend to forget what is right, what is wrong, because we are in a flow. We will speak wrong. But that is what you need to change to become a good English language speaker, right? When you speak, pay attention to what you're speaking. And eventually, Harsh, you anyway speak slow, which is a good thing. Speaking fast doesn't mean that, oh, I'm a good speaker. No, not necessarily. So you speak slow, you take time to speak is a good thing actually. So when you speak like that, you need to think, oh, whether I'm speaking right. Because see, you already knew. I just said how much days. You already knew what is the mistake there. So when you know, which means you already knew it, but you didn't say because you were in a flow. And you used the same sentence 2 times. If first time you used and the second time you would have corrected, it would have been good because your mind is also playing a role there. But your mind wasn't playing the role in the language, rather it was playing the role in the topic. You understand the difference, your mind playing the role in topic, your mind playing role in the language, which means your mind was more specific towards the content what you want to speak. Oh, I need to answer Arul like this, or I want to talk about the trip, or I will have to ask this. Now, if you would have been concentrating on the language, you would have missed the topic. Like you were concentrating on, okay, I need to speak right language. Then you might have deferred from the topic. What a good speaker is speaking of the topic, for the topic, in the topic, with the same consistency in the language, correct language. You guys are now very good. Let me tell you, from where we started till now, no MTIs, no errors, no issues, no grammatical errors, no fillers. Fillers is a thing you both, I'm telling you, and I can write it in a blank paper. You both can see anyone today using fillers. Hush, you, if you talk to your teachers, they will definitely use fillers. Arul, you take your office meetings, your manager will be speaking fillers. And the most common filler you will see is, you know,
Yes.
that, that's how people are. Even the managers, someone taking somewhere around 50, maybe, I'm not sure, 50 lakhs or 1 crore salary must also be speaking this fillers.
I hear this every day, Keith.
Even I do here. In your college, Harsh, you will be checking if you check actually any teacher, they will be speaking some fillers like and this and and you have to do this. Maybe not, they might not be speaking, but and so these two words they might be speaking a lot. Or they can also speak the reason because they want to explain more. In order to avoid all this, we have to become a good speaker. And you guys have already become that. You guys are no more speaking failures. No more. No MTIs also. There are 2-3 MTIs which Arul you have been left with. I'm pretty sure it will eradicate. Harsh, you have not left with any MTI. There were not many to start with, but as of now, no MTIs. And now, since you've become this, so now you have to be more presentable. That's it, what you need to. This is all about being more presentable and how to speak something, because you already know now what to speak. So how to speak is the thing which we are increasing. And that starts with what you're speaking, along with that, the language you're speaking. Right? Now, coming to the small topic discussion, when I said this is a forum you already have met, not necessarily you should have started with Maldives, because you could have talked about a lot other topic which will actually be a topic wherein you are normally meeting. It could be a normal conversation. For example, I will tell you that a small topic means if you have 5 minutes, it doesn't mean that you have to initiate one topic in that. What you could have said, see, we have already talked about the Zestling or the session. So what do you want to talk about? Let's see today. This is also one of the conversation only you guys are doing, right? This is not a topic. Then Harsh would have said, Arul, you tell me, what do you want to talk about? You could have talked about anything about each other. Maybe the place, maybe more about the forum, because that would have been a normal, actual, genuine conversation. Maldives wasn't a genuine conversation. Understood? It's not wrong, because you guys were speaking. The motto was to actually survive a small talk. You did survive that. Not a problem. But in general, do you think you can anyway start with Maldives to anybody? No, right? What would you start? The same thing what you Arul said, it will depend upon the situation. Right? Someone you're meeting in train, in office, somewhere, at a department store, on road, somewhere. So that will depend how how you're meeting someone. Wasn't this forum a situation to you? This was. How do you normally talk to me? Why have you changed it into something, a role? When I said role play, doesn't mean that I have given a topic. It could be anything. And the best way to actually talk is when you consider the situation very practical and genuine. You remember when I give time to you guys to speak about your personal things, you will think what to speak. Whenever I've said use your personal example, you guys have faced an issue initially. Later on, you developed it and you started freely uh, conversating about that. So whenever you survive small talk, the first thing should be a genuine discussion. That's only possible when you actually be in that scenario and think, okay, I need to survive this talk.
Yeah.
Now, coming to why this is the topic which I brought up, I will be taking another session on this small conversation again, maybe after 2-3 days. But why this topic was important? Anyone, if you can tell me why I brought it up?
Because Kirti, we come across a lot of people on a daily basis. Uh, we should know which one to talk, which one not to, because we cannot reveal everything to everybody. So
Correct.
if I know the person for long time, so with whom, as you said, so the genuine talk I can converse for long time.
Correct.
So, but
Correct.
if with strangers I cannot.
Correct.
So
That's also true.
yeah,
Cannot.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe
And
that may
Harsh,
be
what
the
do you think?
reason.
Maybe because to get our mind running whenever we are in a situation where we cannot think of a topic where we are uncomfortable with anyone to have a conversation with. For example, I
Right.
come across so many small talks with people, and I don't feel like talking to that because maybe I don't know what to come up with. So maybe to
Right.
get our mind running in that whenever we come in that situation, so that can be the
Right.
reason.
Very good, Harsh. Arul, you are also right. I will tell you both where you are right. You are right that your mind should be running when you talk to somebody. Arul, you're also right that when you know somebody, you can talk genuinely. When you don't know somebody, you can still talk genuinely. There's no need to be not genuine enough.
Mm.
Genuinely doesn't mean that I have to reveal what I am. Genuinely means you can talk about anything else. Genuinely, right? We do talk here and we are talking genuinely to each other, but not doesn't mean that we are sharing everything, right? In the forum, when it is being recorded, we're not sharing everything, but we're still talking genuinely. Now, why this is very important as a speaker, surviving small talks. You are being a good speaker. You're sitting in a place with few people, maybe 2, 3, 4, or maybe a crowd of 100 people. Now, either you be the person introvert, let everybody talk, you listen and you walk off. Or either you can also be a participant in that 100 people.
Yeah.
You can be a participant in 2, 3, 50, howsoever so many people are there. How you can do that? By initiating a conversation, or if there is already a conversation running, you have to be a part of that. But definitely, when there is a lot to talk, because there are 100 people, so you cannot conversate for maybe 15-20 minutes. You only have 5 minutes to talk. What you can talk in 5 minutes? Definitely, you cannot just talk about yourself because rest 99 people will lose interest. We will be like, why is he talking about himself? So, what do you want to talk about? Whatever is going on. That's where the survival comes up. Small talk and surviving it. Surviving in a good manner. If someone will speak about scientists, robots, I'm not educated enough to know about that. It doesn't matter to me. What scientist are you speak? I don't even know who scientists are. So then you just quickly need to study people around. Or if you do not have time to study people around, what you can do best is just to talk about anything which is ongoing, which is normal, a discussion with everybody. It could be about the pandemic, it could be about the vaccine, it could be about how things are now changing, now people are traveling, it could be about small things. You get 5 minutes, talk about small things, or maybe talk something which is a personal connection between you and the other people. Maybe you know already them, so you can talk maybe that, oh, I've been knowing you guys from these many years, and it's a personal connection, and whatever you guys are talking actually makes sense. If you do not have any topic to talk, you can talk what they were talking, that you guys were talking actually a sense. And even I also think that yes, these things are important what you guys are talking, and yes, even I agree to you guys, or at some time, at a certain point of time, I think this can be changed. You can talk anything like that, just 5 minutes and you are done with the topic. This is only because you also want to be a participant in a crowd. You do not want to just see and leave. You want to be there. You have to make your presence. In the office meeting, Arul, I'm pretty sure you might have seen there would be somewhere, sometimes you're giving presentation or doing some training. There are like 10, 20, 30 people, but not everybody is speaking. And we don't even know that somebody is existing because he's not or she's not a participant. We only know people who speak. In the same manner, Harsh, in your college, there could be 50 people sitting, but the student who ask more questions or who answer more questions, we only know them, or we only know people who are too notorious backbenchers creating some dramas or things in college, right? We only know them. But people who are sitting silently and even scoring 80%, 90%, we don't, who is this? We don't even know them. How you can be known? This is where you have to survive small talk. Don't speak big speeches. Nobody is interested in listening. I have my own things to take care. I'll not listen to you. So people do this thing wrong. When they speak, sometimes they'll speak more. We don't have to. Small thing, creating a personal connectivity. That's it. And being genuine enough, you should talk something wherein people feel like, oh, emotions. You see what politicians do. They don't have anything, they don't have any topic to actually create an agenda. They will talk something, they will see, oh, what kind of public I have, fine. I have this kind of public, I'll talk this. These people need water, I'll talk this. These people need Hinduism, Muslim, Arabic, something. They will just read the public and they'll talk. And we'll be like, oh yeah, personal connectivity, doing so much. They're not even doing anything, but still we will feel that. That's how we have to be. Okay. And another important thing for going to Maldives, yes, you need a passport.
Okay. I think visa is not required.
Visa is required, but you can go there and take the visa. It's not required here itself. Like for example, you go to Thailand or Bangkok, you do require visa, but you can reach the airport and there itself you can take immediate visa.
Okay. That's where I was confused.
Yeah.
But
And
for Andaman, somebody said
Andaman it's not required.
because when I traveled
Andaman is
Andaman that time,
Andaman is
people
in
did-
India, that's why.
yeah,
I mean, it's a part
they
of
didn't
India. It's
have-
not in,
Yeah.
but it's a part of
Union
India.
territory too.
Yes. So Andaman, you can normally go book the tickets and go. Visa is
Yes.
not required. Passport is also not required. You can anytime travel there.
Okay.
Maldives, it's required, and also actually the best time to go Maldives is somewhere December, Jan, Feb, because it's same like Goa. So the temperature you can check and then go. And also, if you book the cheapest hotels and everything there, you would actually, if you pre-book it, like for example, now if you book for January, so your full trip, end-to-end trip would cost you somewhere 40 to 50,000. And the same, I think it can also cost you to Dubai also. You will get like somewhere 15,000 two-way trip, and then rest you can manage there. So if you guys plan for in a small amount of money, you want to plan big, you can plan to Dubai, you can plan to Maldives, you can plan to Vietnam also, Sri Lanka also you can plan. Outside country if you want to go, you guys can plan in limited money. Even Sri Lanka is also cheap. Maybe in India, if you go somewhere, you can spend that much. So somewhere 20-30,000 you can plan to Sri Lanka also.
Yes,
I'm a
please.
big traveler, that's why I know a lot. Okay, so guys, this is it from my side for today, and I hope the session was worthful, not about the language, but yes, more about being presentable outside in the society. So thanks a lot, and I hope I'll come up with the another session, some worthful session soon. So till then, take care of yourself. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Kirti. Thank you, Harsh.
Bye.
Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye.